lastly, Rich over at Cakewalk wanted to tell me about some of the new features in Sonar 8.5, in particular the new matrix view. So here Rich demonstrates the matrix view.
And up on the screen we have one of our new features inside Sonar called the matrix view. It's caused a lot of controversy about this view. A lot of fun. It's one of my favorite things about the Sonar software altogether. And I was going to show you a little bit about this. So what we got here is sort of like a performance view. And what I can do is I can take loops of all types of different formats, maybe, you know, WAV, AES, Recs, and drop those right into my matrix view up here. Now, as you can see, we have these little cells. That would be per clip or per loop. And then we also have these tracks over here on the left, which would correspond with the tracks inside of my project. So over here, I dragged a couple loops in using our new media browser. And I basically open up my media browser, and you can see here on the bottom, I basically shuffle through all of the different loops I have on my machine. Over here on my audio drive, I actually brought some loops in. And you can kind of just pick something that, you know, you think sounds interesting and go through it. You know, take a listen to it, and when you like it, you just go ahead and drag that right up here in your matrix view, drop it here, and it'll land right in its own cell. You can click it to start, it'll loop around on its own, and I have a few options in here. I can actually choose, you know, to click this and have it start immediately. I can go up to the top here and actually change that from an immediate start to maybe to start on the next measure. So when I click it, it'll flash until it lands on the first beat and then start playing. So there's a lot of abilities that you have to be able to change these cells to work for either a DJ type setting or a performance type setting. You can also change it from A to B mode, so you can change it from working immediately to maybe working by measure. So you can also change it on the fly. Now, as you can see here, we have a bunch of different columns, and we've layered some of these samples in columns. And basically we can play those together. Despite when I click on the cell, they'll actually both start and stop at the same time. Additionally, I can also use my column icon up on the top to be able to click them both on and off. Now, with the matrix view, we wanted to kind of make it easy for you to play this live, so we also added in some functions if you right click, and one of those is MIDI learn. So let's say I wanted to actually use a MIDI controller, whether it be a keyboard or a pad or whatever it is, to be able to turn these columns or individual pads on and off. I can go ahead and click MIDI learn, and my column icon on the top will turn yellow. I can go ahead and press the corresponding key on my keyboard controller that I want to use, and there it is, it's actually linked up, ready to go. So when I press my key on my keyboard, matrix view starts to play instantly, and I got some sound. Now, if I want to play a different column, I just go ahead and press a different corresponding key that I've set up. And I can just continue to go through those and play those freely. Now, one thing about this that's really great is I can actually skip between these back and forth with virtually no skipping, nothing like that. So if you take a look at the screen here, I'm actually going to play around on the keyboard, and you're actually going to be able to see me roll back and forth through the keys, and the matrix view will respond accordingly. See how basically quick to react it is, and a lot of fun. Essentially, you could take maybe your acoustic performances, your backing band, your drums, your live tracks, groove flip those, put them in the matrix view, you know, and play those live. If you want to go out on stage, bring guitar and vocals, use a matrix view and use it live. If you want to continue a solo on for 8 bars, it's not just a pre-recorded file. You can let that run, maybe hit a key or change on your controller when you want it to change. So that's one of our new features inside Sonar 8.5 Producer, the matrix view. Thanks for checking it out. Appreciate it.